Herr Doepfer.
Hello.
California.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we are in the known part of the universe. It's Galaxy Milky Way, solar system, planet Earth, California, Anaheim.
Here we go.
NAMM show. We are back.
A very impressive booth here. I'm liking the naming lights. Very Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, thanks to Alex4, who our distributor, and they helped us a lot building this booth. Yes.
Excellent. So what's new? What's new?
Oh, we have a couple of new things. I think the most customers will be interested in the vintage version of the modules. We will offer all the standard modules that are required to build a classical synthesizer from March in this design with black panels and vintage design knobs.
So is the vintage the design part, or is there electronics that are vintage as well?
No, only the design. The electronics is the same. All of these modules have been already available in the silver gray version. So we just changed the panels and the knobs because we have a lot of people who said, I would buy your modules if they would not have this ugly silver gray design. And so we gave up and said, okay, we make it.
It's a sort of a compliment, but sort of not at the same time. It's hard but well, good for you for taking their choice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So, and is this all of the A series, or just selected modules that are going to be?
Yeah, we have. We start with about 15 selected modules in March, especially VCOs, the 2040B ladder VCF, VCA, ADSR, LFO. Sample and hold, ring modulator, MIDI interface. So essentially all you need to build a classical synth. There's the more crazy stuff like Bit Cruncher or things like that
so
are
the classic
not available.
subtractive.
Yeah, the classic. And probably in April we'll follow the sequencer modules, the sequencer controller, the analog sequencer, and the quantizer, because in many classical systems you need a sequencer too. So we will have probably 20 or 25 modules in black, and we will see how is the response. If there are inquiries for more modules in black, maybe we will offer more modules. We will see what the future brings.
And are there any new modules from you that are actually new?
We have a couple of new modules. We have 2 new oscillators. From my point of view, the most interesting new oscillator is this one. It's a so-called trapezoid through zero quadrature VCO.
Is that like VCS3 kind of trapezoid?
It's totally different from other VCO designs I know. Most VCOs use a triangle core or a sawtooth core. This is a total different approach. It was suggested by a California guy in 2003, Don Tillman, and the idea is to have a totally different core, which is based on 2 trapezoids with 90 degrees in phase shift. Okay. And from these 2 trapezoids, it's very easy to derive all the other standard waveforms. For example, the triangle is generated simply by adding the 2 trapezoids.
Okay.
And it's very easy also to obtain a rectangle, which is already part of the circuit, because there are comparators in there. And I think by subtracting or something like that, you obtain a sawtooth and so on. So it's very easy to obtain all the standard waveforms. After all, this VCO has available 10 waveforms: the trapezoid, the triangle, the sawtooth, the sine, and the rectangle, and all in standard in 90 degrees phase shift. So it's a quadrature. And another great feature is that it has a through zero modulation feature. So we have an exponential and a linear control section, and the linear control section has the through zero feature, which is currently very important if you offer a new VCO.
So in terms of the VCO core sound, what does it have a sort of different flavor than
yeah, it has definitely a different flavor, because the kind of how should I explain, how the other waveforms are derived is totally different from the wave shaping circuits which are required, for example, if you have a sawtooth-based VCO or a triangle-based VCO. The derived waveforms are much more cleaner. You have no glitches and in the derived waveforms, because simply by adding and subtracting the other waveforms are generated.
Does that mean you've got cleaner harmonics, I guess, does it?
Yeah, yeah. We also have another VCO. It's also through zero VCO, but it's not a quadrature, it's a standard VCO, and it's triangle based. So nothing exciting, it's a triangle based VCO with through zero feature.
And are these available now? They're also quite colourful, I notice.
Now, I will show you how these are made. It's just for the show, because I'm getting old, and the problem is when the visitors come and ask me what is new. In the past, I had always had to look, oh, which one is the new one.
So you color coded them.
So I color coded the new ones, and
Excellent.
it's totally simple. And I explain you how it's made. We use a self-adhesive foil like that, and we print it with a color laser printer.
Ah.
Yeah, and it's self-adhesive. You simply have to remove the rear side, and you glue it to a normal panel. So this is the result, which is made in this way. Yeah. So
you could offer that as a sort of downloadable template, self-foil maybe.
Yeah, we will probably offer templates, so the customer can go to the office shop, buy one of these self-adhesive foils, print with a laser printer or ink printer the design he wants to have, stick it on the panel, and he has his custom-made panel. That's the idea behind it. So if customers ask, no, we will not offer the modules in this design. It's just an idea for the show.
Yeah, no, great.
And we have a new filter. It's a multi-mode filter. After all, it's the filter that is used in the Dark Energy 2. A lot of customers were asking if it would be possible to have the filter of the Dark Energy 2, because a lot of people love it. The only difference is that it has also the voltage control over the resonance, which is not available in the Dark Energy 2 filter. And we have kind of working tools. This one is a pulse width generator. The idea is, if you have a VCO or a LFO which has no rectangle with variable pulse width available, you can use this. For example, the quadrature VCOs has only sine and cosine output. With this module, you can obtain a rectangle with voltage controlled pulse width. And another very important feature is to use it in combination with LFO. Our LFOs do not have rectangle outputs with variable pulse width. If you simply use...
Well, hardly any do. I don't think I've ever seen it on LFO.
You simply use, for example, the sawtooth and connect it to the input, and at the output you obtain voltage-controlled pulse width. It's a very simple model. It's totally easy, but very useful from my point of view.
Yeah, good idea.
And another simple module is this one. It's the combination of a ring modulator, sample and hold, track and hold, and a slew limiter. It's nothing new because it's already available as separate modules. But the customer said, oh, I don't need 2 ring modulators in my system. I don't need 2 sample and holds. I don't need 2 slew limiters. Please make a combo module with all these functions which are required in small systems.
Right.
And what you can see here is what we tried. We had the idea to use transparent sockets, so that the signal is to be.
It's like the expert sleeper stuff.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like so similar sort of idea.
Yeah, and our idea was, but it did not work. We use transparent cables with transparent plugs, so that you can see the signal in the cable. But unfortunately, it does not work. You see it only a little bit in the plug,
Right.
but no longer in the cable.
I did see. There were some cables that have LEDs on them that you can see.
Yeah, that's different.
But they don't work on every type of signal. I noticed.
Yeah, but our idea was that the light is conducted in the transparent cable. If it's very dark, you see it a little bit, but it disappears with the distance. So maybe we will look for another cable, but I'm not sure if it will work. Yeah, and another new information is that the trigger sequencer is now in production and will be available in February, so I think it will be in the shops maybe in March or so.
Have you got something running on that? Did I hear something?
Yeah,
Really?
I have prepared a small sequence. So let's see. This track is an analog sequence which uses the ratcheting feature. It is generated by the analog sequencer, and we use the ratcheting.
Sounds like there's a sample playing there somewhere.
No, it's not. No, it's two VCOs which run through a. Probably the sound is because of the yellow knobs. The yellow knobs make this special sound. Yeah. No, it's no sample. It's the wasp is a bit overdriven, so maybe
okay,
this makes this sound.
There's a fifth as well, isn't there? So
Yeah, and we can combine it with some percussive sounds which are controlled by the trigger sequencer, like this, and this one. Yeah, just an example how you can use the trigger sequencer in combination with a analog sequencer. Yeah, I think that's it. So,
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is all of this stuff going to, the new modules, when are they going to be available?
Well, the black ones will be available in March, and for the new ones it's different. The pulse width generator is already in production and will be available in February, March. For these two, it will be probably spring. The same is valid for this combo module. They will be available in spring.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Award-winning customer service. Fast, free shipping on most orders. Own the gear of your dreams today.